I am sure by now at this level you are worried. What is an SCP? Service Control Policy. Well, the cavalry has arrived. Remember everything we built: the organization, the OUs, the floors in the building, the rooms for HR, the rooms for finance, the log archive account, the audit account, all of that structure, all of those containers. They have no rules yet. An SCP is what puts the rules on the containers. SCPs are the hard stops of your AWS organization. Policy as code guardrails. They enforce compliance, data residency, and security baselines across every account automatically. No exceptions, no opt out, no bypass. Let me show you how they work. What is an SCP? Think about the building analogy we used. The OUs are the floors, the SCPs are the building code. A tenant can do many things inside their office. They can rearrange furniture, they can paint the walls. But the building code says you cannot remove a load bearing wall. It does not matter who you are. The building inspector does not care if you are the CEO. The wall stays. That is an SCP. IM policies say what you can do. SCPs say what you are allowed to even try. An explicit SCP deny wins over every allow, everywhere, no exceptions. Even the account's own admins cannot bypass it. Even the root user of a member account cannot bypass it. The SCP is the law. IM is just a permission slip. The law wins. Now, two Terraform blocks you need to understand: data and resource. Think about how ABSA's HR department works. ABSA already has a standard employment contract written by the legal team. Same rules for every employee, same policies, same clauses. Every contract in the company follows the same template. But that contract sitting in a folder, it is not yet signed. It has not been given to anyone. Nobody's name is on it yet. It just exists as a document, a template waiting to be used. That is the data block. Data AWS underscore IM underscore policy underscore document. That is ABSA's standard contract template. Same rules, same policies. It computes the JSON document, but it does not create anything in AWS yet. Now, when ABSA hires someone, they take that template, fill in the name, the salary, the start date, and they sign it. They file it. Now it is real. Now it is active. That is the resource block. Resource AWS underscore organizations underscore policy takes the data block's JSON and publishes it to AWS organizations as a real SCP. The template becomes a signed contract. The data block becomes a live policy. Content equals data.aws underscore im underscore policy underscore document.name.json. That single line is where the template gets handed to the manager to sign. SCP number 1, DenyCloudTrailDeletion, attached to the root, which means every single account in the entire ABSA organization inherits this rule. Every account, every OU, every account created in future, all of them from day one. It blocks 3 actions: CloudTrail, DeleteTrail. Think of CloudTrail like the CCTV system in the bank building. Every camera, every corridor, every entrance. DeleteTrail is someone trying to rip the cameras off the wall, blocked at the API level before the request even reaches CloudTrail. No exceptions. CloudTrail StopLogging. The classic attack pattern. Step 1, turn off the cameras. Step 2, do whatever damage you planned. Step 3, turn the cameras back on. Nobody sees anything. This SCP prevents step 1 permanently across all accounts. If you cannot stop the logging, you cannot hide your actions. CloudTrail UpdateTrail. This one is subtle and it is important. UpdateTrail modifies a trail's configuration. An attacker might not delete the trail. They might try something smarter, redirect the logs to an S3 bucket they control, or narrow the scope so certain actions stop being recorded. Think of it like someone not destroying the CCTV footage, but quietly pointing the cameras at the ceiling instead of the door. The system looks like it is working, but it is not recording what matters. This SCP blocks that too. The trail configuration stays exactly as it was set. Nobody touches it. The audit trail cannot be touched. Not the root user, not the account admin, not the security team, not anyone. That is the power of an SCP attached to the root. And I want you to stop for a second. You see, cloud is not magic. Think about what we just built: an organization with departments, security cameras that nobody can turn off, employment contracts that apply to every employee, rooms that inherit the rules of the floor they sit on. Every single concept we used exists in the real world, on the ground, in physical buildings, in real companies. The difference is we are not buying servers, we are not pulling cables, we are not printing contracts and filing them in a cabinet. We are writing code, we are sending API calls, and AWS builds the infrastructure on our behalf. The concepts are the same, the medium is different. So when something in this course feels complex, strip away the code and ask yourself, where does this exist in the real world? Because it always does. Cloud is just real life built with code.